Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Ace of Swords. So we do have some air sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra or even an Aquarius. And we have the Hangman. With the Hangman, we also have some Pisces energy. You could also be dealing with Pisces. And we have the Hierophant, and with the Hierophant we also have some Taurus energy, so you could also be dealing with a Taurus. And at the bottom of the deck we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this Three of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of putting in effort towards making something work. I do feel like this feels like teamwork. It does also feel like being able to have a strong working connection as well. So the Three of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of a situation that could even be coming about in a work environment with someone that you see on a in a work context. I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of getting someone's attention. They're noticing you. I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles showing up over here, it feels like them even having a high regard for you based upon what they're seeing in you and in the way you show up. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like there could be a conversation that somebody wants to be able to have with you. I do feel like with this Ace of Swords showing up over here, it does feel like being able to have also a strong mental connection. It feels like being on the same page mentally within your connection. But it does feel like also with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, communication happening that's also lending itself to a lot of clarity from this person. It feels like them kind of clearing the air over something that they may have left unaddressed fully. Do you feel like with this Ace of Swords showing up over here, it does feel like being able to connect through conversation with this person and connect deeply. But with the Hangman showing up over here, this energy does feel a little bit stuck. It does feel like a sense of kind of being in a space where I do feel like there's a lot of reflection that you may be making right now on yourself or even on the situation, but it does feel like an energy of not taking action, but really kind of sitting with information and kind of reflecting on things. I do feel like with the Hangman showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of also kind of someone feels stuck because of the inaction. It's like someone is waiting on being able to hear something. But the Hierophant card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really seeking commitment and wanting something serious and kind of being someone who is serious and kind of moves in that way. With this Hierophant card showing up over here, this feels like taking a traditional route when it comes to commitment and when it comes to relationships. So I do feel like anything this person invests themselves in, they take very seriously, and I do feel like they're thinking about the long term. I do feel like with this Hierophant card showing up over here, this does also feel like an energy of learning lessons. So I do feel like there is a sense of this connection being handled in a way that is also, do you feel like it's like this person's not winging it? So do you feel like they may even be basing past lessons, basing the way in which they're moving in this connection on what they have learned from past lessons? But I feel like it's in a way that is helpful to this connection. It feels like someone who is growing or is on a path where it's like they're growing, and I do feel like it also allows for this connection to also be one that is moving in a direction that feels like it is headed somewhere meaningful. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Death card. With the Death card, we do have some Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. And we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Sun. With the Sun, we have some Leo energy. You could also be dealing with a Leo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience genuine enjoyment out of a connection, or even out of being surrounded by people who are genuine. I do feel like with the Three of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of friendship. So it does also feel like being able to have a sense of familiarity with your surroundings, but in a way that's like it's supportive. I do feel like with the Three of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a very social energy. Feels like being surrounded by others, or putting yourself out there. But I do feel like with this Three of Cups showing up over here, it does feel like having an enjoyable time with that. It even feels like being able to have a reason to celebrate with others. I do feel like with the Death card showing up over here, though, this does feel like an energy of kind of being in a space where I do feel like a conversation that's happening is one that's very important, especially when it comes to the future or what's to come. It does feel like it is quite determining of what this connection can be. I do feel like with the Death card showing up over here, it feels like changes coming about. And I do feel like with this Death card showing up over here, it feels like letting go of something that is no longer going to allow for growth in this connection. So I do feel like there is a sense of a new start or a new beginning in this connection that is on the horizon. Somebody may even be going through a transition phase right now, like a new job, or even experiencing of a change as far as where they are located. But there's some kind of a shift or a change, and I do feel like it is also contributing in a very significant way to what your connection with this person is. I do feel like with this Death card showing up over here, this energy also feels quite intense when it comes to how this person is feeling. I do feel like this person has deep feelings for you. I do feel like they have, it could even be something this person has a way of kind of keep holding in. This energy may at times feel a bit mysterious when it comes to where this person's mind's at, or where this person is at. But I do feel like they feel a lot for you, and they feel very deeply for you. This energy feels quite intense with the Death card. But this Six of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to recognize this connection as one that's actually quite significant to you as far as the impact it's had on you. So I feel like with the Six of Cups showing up over here, this feels like actually feeling this connection as one that's like a soulmate-like one with this person. It does feel like there's a strong connection here, and it's undeniable. But the Six of Cups showing up over here, I do feel like there's a sense of having a soft spot for this person, or this person having a soft spot for you, but it feels very sentimental when it comes to the way they feel about their feelings in this connection with you. I do feel like with the Six of Cups showing up over here, those feelings being genuine, it's like they want to look out for you, they want to care for you, they want to be able to be there for you. But the Sun card showing up over here, this does feel like a very positive energy. It feels like a sense of optimism and happiness within this connection. I do feel like this person gets a lot of joy from this connection, and being able to spend time with you and being able to talk to you. It's like they are happy in this connection with you. And I do feel like with the Sun card showing up over here, it feels like that happiness being something with a lot of potential to grow. And with the Three of Cups showing up over here, it also feels like an energy of being able to have those enjoyable moments in this connection with this person. And this person actually thinks very highly of you. And do you feel like they have a lot of respect for you? They have a lot of, it's like they adore you. And do you feel like there's just a strong connection here for them too? So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have retreat, we have children, and past life relationship. So this retreat card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to, I do feel like either there could be a lot going on right now for someone or for both. I do feel like there's a sense of wanting to be able to to disconnect from all of that busy energy and be able to really hone in on this connection. I do feel like with this retreat card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to spend time and wanting to be able to have more of that quality time or that one-on-one time in this connection. I do feel like with the retreat card showing up over here, this does also feel like an energy of withdrawing, kind of feeling like somebody has withdrawn their energy, and that being something that is kind of, I do feel like it's with reason. It does feel like there's a sense of actually introspecting, going within, and so being in a space where there's a realization of what this connection means to someone, or how much it means to them. I do feel like with the children card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a connection where there could be a sense of actually having that history, which goes as far back as childhood. But I do feel like also the children card showing up over here, this also feels like a sense of being able to enjoy this connection, and it being one that is very healing on a deep level, as far as also being healing as far as someone's inner child when it comes to moments shared in this connection and spent together. I do feel like with this children card showing up over here, it's also as I get this pertaining to the sun card, this does feel like an energy of actually wanting or taking seriously the idea of children, conversations surrounding children, and children being involved. With the past life relationship card showing up over here, I do get this pertaining to this death card. There is a strong connection here, and I do feel like it does go quite deep. I do feel like with the past life relationship card showing up over here, this does feel like a connection where there's that sense of familiarity, and I do feel like it's rooted in something. It does feel like actually with this Hierophant card showing up over here as well, there's like a strong connectedness within this connection that's easy to be able to forge in this connection with this person. You do feel like it's based a lot on this natural chemistry, or this natural sense of depth between the two of you, especially with this death card showing up over here. But I do feel like there's a sense of being able to have something that feels new. It feels like there's a sense of actually being able to even have a lot of healing that does feel like you're growing beyond something that is a limitation in this connection. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.